I am fearfully and wonderfully made, but sometimes I forget. Sometimes life gets super busy and I forget to listen to the still small voice that whispers to me that I am loved and cherished by my Creator. Sometimes my emotions swing out of control and I allow my depression or anxiety to prevent me from remembering that I am generally a very cheerful, positive person. Sometimes life throws me a curveball and I don't catch it very well.
It's cold.
The next thing I know, I'm realizing that I don't have a clue who I am or how I ended up in this place. Maybe you're like me and you've forgotten who you are and who you're meant to become. In my head, I know that God created me to be a unique individual that has intrinsic value just for being me. He lovingly and carefully created me to have a purpose and to find joy in the life that He's given me. But in my heart, I've forgotten how to experience joy and how to pursue my purpose with confidence and determination. It's on days like this when I really stop and think about what God is trying to tell me. Because there's such beauty, but there's also cold and wind and the sound of the wind. This is probably way too loud, but it's just amazing. In 1 Kings 19, when Elijah was hiding on the mountain, God brought a great wind and told Elijah to look for him in the wind. But he wasn't there. He followed with an earthquake and a fire, but God wasn't heard in either one of those either. Elijah didn't hear God's message until it got quiet, and he was able to hear the still small voice. For me, the wind that's blasting me is usually either a whirlwind of negative thoughts or a cyclone of busyness that sweeps me up and keeps me from having the time or even the inclination to listen for God's whispers. I've been trying to make myself get outside and be more active, and despite the snow this week, I'm braving the weather and using the time to reflect on who I am and who I'm meant to become. I do not want to continue being lost and feeling like I don't recognize myself, so I'm ignoring the wind, and I'm listening to the whispers and trying to rediscover what makes me, me. I am a wife and mother. Sometimes it's easy to think that's my sole purpose and reason for existence. I believe wholeheartedly that my relationships with my husband and my children are essential elements of the purpose that God has for my life. No one else will have a bigger impact on their hearts and minds, and I must make those relationships a huge priority in my life. But that role is not the heart of what makes me me. I serve as a worship leader and teacher at my church. These are also crucial roles for me to play because God uses me to help spread His word to the minds and hearts of all those who attend. But this also is just a facet of who I am as an individual, and it can often be very draining. I used to be a school teacher, then I was a homeschooler, then I was a project manager, and then my health got in the way, and I became a full-time homemaker. A job can only do so much to fill the void. It's very easy for a job to become just an endless list of tasks and deadlines and stress that piles up and leaves you feeling like life has no meaning. Instead of feeling centered and motivated, we can end up feeling overwhelmed and lost. While I enjoyed each of these jobs, and yes, homemaking is a job like any other, like you, I'm surrounded by social media and regular media bombarding me with the hidden message that I'm not good enough, that I need to do more, be more, consume more. The hidden message is always more, more, more. I compare myself to the people I see in videos and social media posts, and I come up short. I compare how I look, how old I am, and what I have in my life, and I never measure up to what I see. Never realizing that the camera is very carefully positioned, the video has been very carefully edited, and the image and words have been very carefully filtered. No one measures up to the photoshopped and precisely crafted and edited ideals that assault us every moment of the day. So as I'm walking through the wind and snow, I'm thinking about where I am in my life and where I want to be. I'm trying to rediscover what it feels like to be childlike in my enjoyment of the little things in life. I'm seeking to rediscover the joy of playing in the snow, the excitement of finding hidden treasures in the world around me, and the bliss of feeling the fresh, cold air on my face. The silence of the snow covers everything and blocks out the hustle and bustle of machines and cars and people rushing about in their daily lives. It leaves me feeling open and refreshed and ready to hear the whispers of God's still small voice in the very center of my soul.
So who am I? And who am I meant to be? My journey of self-discovery is just beginning, and I don't have all the answers. I don't know how to tell you how to find yourself, but I do know that my journey of self-reflection, of just walking and listening, of taking time to be still, has helped me to know once again, to the depths of my being, that my Creator loves me, wants what's best for me, and has a plan for me. He cherishes me and wants to see me grow to my full potential. If you're like me and you need to rediscover who you are, then take some time to just be still and listen. Walking in the snow might not be for you. Personally, I'd rather be on a hot, sunny beach somewhere soaking up the rays. But this is where I'm at. So I'm gonna seize the day. I'm gonna dwell deliberately in this moment right here, snow and all. I'm gonna delight deeply in the presence of my Creator. And I'm gonna find ways to do good to myself and to others every chance I get. If my journey resonates with you in any way, make sure to like the video. It really helps me a lot to know that I'm reaching someone. Make sure to subscribe so you can know when the next video is coming out. Leave me a comment and let me know what questions you have and what you'd like to see in future videos. I'd love to know what you're thinking, and I read every single comment. See you next time.